Hey guys, Crystal Daz here, bringing you another weekly Brutal Mutation. This week we have Cold is the Void. I'm here with No Skill. We beat this on Brutal, and let me tell you, it was crazy. Here with Hobbs, we're going to be doing an Observer replay of this. Let's get this party started. So, here we go. First thing I did, we were talking about how to communicate
here.
here.
Need a little help fulfilling a contract. Aim on shipping some nasty tech on board these trains. My job is to torch them, but my guys are late to the party. Now, I'm thinking you'd like to see those trains go up in smoke too.
One of our main strats was making sure we wall off completely and stay on one base because you ain't taking that second expansion on this map. It just ain't happening, so get a dark pylon here pretty quick. There we go. What we do is we cloak the structures that block off the ramps so the enemies can't get up and they can't see. And that basically stops them from getting into our base. So we do have to one base this. I help out with the wall because it's hard to spawn to wall off completely. We were talking about our wall-in strategy at this point, so we had a little bit of voice microphone issues, so I do believe we got the Roach Hydra Lurker composition, so it was one of the easiest compositions for this. Don't get me wrong, it's still hard as all hell and back, but alright, so at this point I want to complete my wall in before the enemies get here from these void rifts. There we go, wall in complete. And his wall in is complete as well. And notice the zealots can't get in. They can't attack you, so something is wrong with our money replay here. This ain't right. We did not have 10,000 resources. Alright, so what I do here is I defeat the enemies with my Shadow Guard, and I attack the rifts, and I split two off to kill each of the rifts, so the more rifts you can kill earlier, the better, because it means less enemies. So Swan's job is to make turrets at all the bases, tanks at both the ramps, and missile turrets around the perimeter. Vorazun's job is to snipe the tanks, or to snipe the trains.
Time stop online.
And if you do that, you can pretty much win. Not every time, don't get me wrong, but you can win, so.
Allied forces are under attack.
I wanted No Skill here to Warbot drop the top, but he wasn't here in time, so. So we just did this little workaround. He just came around the long way.
My Draken laser drill's coming online.
Could have split two of these off to kill this rift, but oh well.
One of our pylons is under enemy fire. Allied forces are under
First
attack.
train's departing.
Let's see, how do I bring up the
This is
production
destroy it
tab?
before it escapes.
Warriors,
There we go.
We shall ensure its destruction.
That's not working very well. Alright, got my warp gates up. I'm going to get 4 Dark Templars here. Now, attacking the first train's a little bit difficult because detectors suck, but we did it anyway, so.
Got an enemy attack inbound on our base, buddy.
Alright, so we have the first train to deal with as well as this wave incoming, so a little bit of multitasking to do. Constant swarms of enemies coming. Now, there's an Overseer here, so I keep my Dark Templars away, because they will all die if I don't hang back for a little bit. I wait for the train to get a little bit ahead so the overseers are gone, and then I go for the kill. So. Now one thing about Swan, you need to rally your factory into your base so the tanks don't pop out on the outside. The Dark Templars almost got caught in a blizzard there. So far we're defending pretty well.
Our allies' base is under attack.
Got a wave incoming, but it shouldn't do any damage, so there we go.
Objective destroyed.
None slip through the fingers of the Nerazim.
Alright, here we go.
Allied forces are under attack.
Lots of enemies are going to start swarming now, and these overseers are going to really hurt me for a little bit, so this, because they can now they can see everything that I'm doing, so I asked him to snipe the overseers, but
Heads up. Another train's in transit.
there we go. Now at this point, for the second train, you want to use your second time stop when the train gets to right about here. Use the Dark Templars to kill the train right about here, and then run like hell, because you need to keep them alive. So, these guys need to attack that. Alright.
Stopping time now.
Our base is under attack.
Basically, Vorazun's job is just snipe the trains. Do not do anything else if you can help it. You don't want to risk your Dark Templars dying. Swan's job is to defend everything as much as humanly possible, so.
Has been destroyed.
Think you can run from us? Ha!
Now, if you're really good with Vorazun, you can run around and kill some Void Rifts,
En route to our base. Nerazim, ignite your blades.
but it's not necessary. It helps a lot, but you gotta have God tier micro to do it, so.
Upgrade is ready for use.
Now this is the point where lots of rifts start spawning everywhere, so got a wave coming in. Not a problem for Swan.
Our base is under attack.
Let's try to find
From the shadows,
One of our pylons is under enemy fire.
Now for those of you who want to look at the placement of the buildings, here you go. This is a really, really good wall off. Having a Flaming Betty here, a Blaster Billy here, a Flaming Betty here,
Loaded up another
and some
train.
missile
Make
turrets
sure
right
that
over
cargo
here.
doesn't get delivered.
Really, really helps a
Under
swarm.
attack.
But at this point we need to start worrying about missile turrets around the edge because air is going to start coming. So you'll notice that Swan is building dark pylons. I corrected that error real quick. If you can, snipe these Void Reanimators. They really hurt, but don't risk dying. Because if you die, it's a moot point anyway, so.
One of our
There's a
pylons
train
is under
booking
enemy
it on the bottom track. If you want to catch it, you're going to have to move fast.
You want to stay away from these ridiculous swarms of enemies. You want to ideally let Swan's tanks handle those, and just use the Dark Templars to attack the
One of our
trains.
pylons is under
Enemies
enemy
coming
fire.
for our base. Thought you might want to know.
One of our pylons is under
So notice I'm trying to stay just out of range of this Overseer,
Two can play this game.
and then I warp back home with the Dark Pylon Recall. So,
They could no more evade our wrath than their own shadow.
pylons is under enemy fire.
At this point, an overseer comes in and can see all of our stuff, so it starts wrecking us pretty bad. This was a hard wave to defend. Targets it manually with the laser drill. Good swan reaction. I go in for the kill. We defend that wave. And then I retreat, run like hell, because Dark Templars need to stay alive. They can help with DPS, yes, but they need to be alive for the trains. It's more important than defending the waves. Swan's tanks can handle the waves, so...
Our allies are under attack.
Got a pair of trains, one from each station. Better step on it, commanders.
Alright, this is the hard one. What you have to do... Actually, you know what? You're gonna see what we do. Look at all this. So yeah, what was happening here, I'm talking to him on voice chat, but he didn't have a microphone, so he was just replying in-game, so... I'm gonna time stop here and take care of the top train.
Temporal anomaly
Because this wave is just
Strike
stupid
now,
huge. Ideally, you'd want a pulse blast here, but he didn't have it ready, so... Blink the hell out of here, go for the bottom train.
Looks like we're making good progress. We've knocked over roughly half their shipments.
And this is the part where a lot of people will die because you gotta focus fire the train.
Main objective destroyed.
Run. Do not let your Dark
Well
Templars
done.
die.
It has fallen.
Hope you don't get fungled like that, because that was just ridiculous.
One of our pylons is under enemy fire.
Now we've got the train escorts swarming in, and the tanks will do most of the damage against them. See? Alright, so far well defended. And now Swan is getting his eco good enough that we can start pumping out a lot more tanks, and I can get a lot more DTs. We're in a good place now, so... These tabs aren't working very well.
Our allies
Let's check our APM, why not?
One of our pylons is under enemy fire.
Yeah, see, I don't even have that great a APM, and I was still doing this, so...
Our allies' base is under attack.
You got a train to catch, commanders. Don't want to miss it, do you?
Alright, we're going to tuck our Dark Templars right down in this corner. We're going to blink down, get the train, blink back up. So, at this point, our defense is almost secure. Alright, Pulse Blast just finished on the thing. Now he's going to pull an SCV to defend this Dark Pylon here pretty quick, because SCVs can repair Dark Pylons. Something to note if you're playing Swan. It gets a little bit dicey here pretty quick. You'll see what we mean after the next double train, so...
The enemy's attack will be upon us soon.
Beautiful Pulse Blast, but I wish I would have preferred he waited for the next train. But it is what it is, so...
Our allies' base is under attack.
So yeah, you're just focusing down the train,
One of our pylons is under enemy
blink
fire.
back up as quick as possible. Dark, Vorzoon's Dark Recall allows her to survive death when they die, so that's why you can afford to let some Dark Templars die. You'll notice that they're at 0 health but full shields. Those are the ones that got recalled, so... Alright, at this point we're starting to lag a little bit. Gonna need to get more turrets around the edges here, hopefully.
Allied forces
There
are
we
under
go.
attack. One of our
Because
pylons
air
is under
just
enemy
just
fire.
wrecks us.
Our allied forces are under attack.
I'm microing my little heart out there. Alright, my wall is now dead. I rebuild it. You gotta be on top of looking at all of the ramps. Both ramps and both mineral lines. Both players need to be looking at all 4 spots. Borazun also needs to be looking at a 5th spot where her Dark Templars are, so... This one gets dicey. We're going to do another time stop double train, so... Getting ready for that. Look at all the void rifts on the mini-map. Alright, here we go. And I got fungled right there, so that was just horrible. Made a mistake there. I didn't focus fire the train, but that's okay, because I killed most of the stuff. Here they come. Run like hell to the bottom train.
A main objective has been destroyed.
Ha! Where you going? Nowhere.
I get fungled quite a few times here, so it was a little bit difficult.
Client's willing to pay extra to take out the trains on the bottom track. You take them out.
I wasn't paying
Amon's
attention
mad,
to
and
my
I'm happy.
wall,
Win-win.
so at this point my wall is going to fail,
Our allied
which
base is
sucked.
under attack.
I should have been paying attention to that, but I was focusing on the train, so... So many of my Dark Templars were falling at this
Our
point.
allied base is under attack.
Got the train, come back home, see my wall dying. I'm just like, oh crap. So at this point, we have 1 train left, and we're thinking, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. So, this was a very clutch moment. I had to defend my ramp with just Dark Templars, and we had to hold off for the last train, so... This got a little bit crazy. I lost my forge, so I couldn't build any more cannons, which sucked.
One of our pylons is under enemy fire.
His wall's still doing good.
After our base.
So I had to keep pulling my Dark Templars. And now what I'm doing is I'm waiting... excuse me, I'm waiting for my time stop, which won't be active until the train's right next to our base. So we gotta hold on till that point, so... At this point, we're just thinking, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Our allied base is under attack.
I got really lucky here. I did not face any air coming up this ramp, so I got really, really lucky at this point. If any air had come up here, it would have destroyed my Dark Templars, and we would have lost right here, right then, so... Alright, here I go. I'm going to ignore my base, and I'm going to head on down there.
One of our pylons is
I
under
think.
enemy fire.
No, looks like I'm going to defend a little bit longer.
Allied forces are under attack.
Alright, so here we go.
One of our pylons is under enemy fire. Allied forces are under attack.
And
Our allied base is under
there's the winning move right
Attack
there.
our enemies while time is distorted.
All these guys about to destroy my base. Kill them. And we won at this point. Barely. I hold them off so they can't win while the commentator's going off, and
That's a done deal.
there we go.
Been a pleasure.
That was one hell of a run. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope y'all learned something. That was the hardest mutator we've ever done. I will see y'all next week. Have a good one. Take care.